Got it figured out. All right, welcome everyone to the training. We're going to touch on Zapier, integrations, Hot Prospector, ClickFunnels, Facebook. We touched on Facebook last week. If you have questions about it, please reach out. Jasmine will be manning the questions, and give it another 30 seconds or so and kind of dive in here. All right, I'll dive right in. All right, whoops, grab Zapier. Okay. You see Zapier, Jasmine? Just want to make sure.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right, it's going to be very similar to what we did last week with Facebook, only we're going to do ClickFunnels today. We'll just kind of start from the beginning. So what this will allow you to do is using, like I said, last week we used Facebook lead ads connecting to Hot Prospector. This week we'll be using an outside or a third-party landing pages like ClickFunnels. Lead pages would work. Just about Unbounce, I believe they connect with Zapier. Just about any landing page software. We like ClickFunnels, so that's kind of what we use. I prefer using a landing page over the lead ads. I explained kind of last week. It just seems like it's a better quality lead using ClickFunnels because it gives them more hoops to jump through. They have to actually type their name, email, and phone number. With Facebook lead ads, it kind of auto populates, and sometimes you get some leads that aren't really interested. Just less qualified. Either way works. It's personal preference. There's not a right or wrong way. I just like ClickFunnels, but it is an extra step setting up the landing page, setting up the headline, measuring the conversions and all that. So it definitely is more labor intensive using ClickFunnels. So we'll dive right in and we'll create a new Zap. And we're going to search for ClickFunnels. And we're going to new contact activity. These are the three choices. I have not used these the top and the bottom ones. This is just this middle one is more for lead generation. Save and continue. We've already connected our ClickFunnels account, as you can see, a few times over the last few months. So we're just going to click this most recent one, but you would just connect account. Let me see what it looks like actually. Okay, it just connects. I must be logged into ClickFunnels already, so that's why it connects. And save and continue. And then what you're going to do is you're going to want to select your funnel. So we'll do this orthodontist one, just as an example. And then the next step is selecting the landing page. So this is the title of your funnel, of your landing page. So our first one, the landing page is called 500 voucher inside of ClickFunnels. So we'll click that. We'll click continue. And we can pull in some samples. I know we have some leads in there. Contact A, we'll hit continue. And now we're going to need to connect to Hot Prospector. So what you're going to search for it's called webhooks. It's right here. You can just type it in up here if you want. It's all one word. Webhooks by Zapier. And you're going to want to click post, save and continue. And I'm going to need to open up the Hot Prospector account, which I didn't have open real quick. And set up a group, just kind of a demo group. Whoops. All right, so I'm going to just create a demo group for this video. We'll just call it Zapier. Not as fun as last week when it was Jasmine's birthday, but Zapier demo.
Let's just make every day my birthday.
Exactly. 29 every day. You can assign permission to people if you'd like. You could turn on lead notifications. I notice a lot of people who reach out to support actually do this via Zapier. They'll set up a couple extra steps, but you can do this also in Hot Prospector. So I would recommend doing it in Hot Prospector just so you don't have as many steps in Zapier. Email notification, SMS, and then submit. And then what we're going to do is go up to this little silhouette up in the upper right-hand corner, integrations. We're going to manage campaign, I'm sorry, and add new Zap. And we're going to name the Zap, and we're going to select our group that we just created. You can add tags if you would like, if you want to tag certain people. I would maybe suggest, if you're generating, ClickFunnels, you want in traffic or doing paid advertising from Facebook, you could list something Facebook campaign, maybe put the date, something like that. Let's see. I think I have to add the tag beforehand. You could remove tags if you want to do that. The status is going to be enable. Zapier is going to be ClickFunnels. And then we're going to click submit. And then we're going to grab this URL right here, this webhook. Make sure you only grab the characters. Sometimes you can go a little bit farther than this 3. I'll show you. Copy that. I'm going to jump back over to Zapier, and then we're going to paste it right here. Sometimes there's a space that gets added. I see this a lot, and this messes up the Zap. So make sure there's no space behind this number here. And then what we're going to do is go down, and this is the data that it pulls from ClickFunnels into Hot Prospector. So we're going to click this little plus sign, and we're going to want their name. So what we're going to name it, or not name it, but what it's called in Hot Prospector for name is first_name. So now this is telling it in ClickFunnels, this is Cameron, and we're going to put that field, it's mapping the fields to the Hot Prospector first name. I'm going to click plus here. We want to grab their email, and for email, it's just email. I'll click plus, and we want to grab their phone number. Click here, phone. And if you wanted to grab their last name, just as an example, we can go here, grab last name here, last_name. So now all these fields will be mapped properly from ClickFunnels into Hot Prospector on this left-hand side. Scroll down. All these are, you don't need to mess with any of these. These just can stay blank. Click continue. Send test to webhooks. And click finish. And then you're going to, I typically come up with whatever type of camp. So this is orthodontist, ortho, CF for ClickFunnels to HP. Something along those lines. That's just kind of how I name it. And then turn this app on, and that's it. That's how you connect Hot Prospector to ClickFunnels. I guess, is there any questions, Jasmine?
Not directly. Let's see. Doug said, I see where Adam just did email notifications into text. So I was, oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, if you want to write in to support Doug, we'll be happy to answer that question. Conrad had a question for you, Adam.
Okay.
He says, can he explain why we didn't want to set that up?
Set what up?
What exactly, Conrad?
Yes, Clay, they are recorded. We have a YouTube channel now, youtube.com/hot prospector, and all these recordings, Conrad's been uploading them each and every day after we're done. So, yep, the YouTube channel.
He's saying why you want to set up the ClickFunnels integration with Hot Prospector.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so as an example, setting up, generating a lead, let's say using ClickFunnels or Facebook lead ads, getting their name, email, phone number, and then having an email, a text message, and a ringless voicemail instantly sent out to them, and especially that ringless voicemail, because now it appears that you or your client physically manually reached out to this lead instantly. I mean, it should be within 60 seconds because they're going to get a voicemail and they just submitted the information, whether it's on Facebook, ClickFunnels, lead pages, wherever they submitted their information. And that's powerful. I forgot the stats, but reaching out to online leads within 5 minutes is ideal. And who has the time for that? That's where Hot Prospector and the ringless voicemail is really, really powerful.
I don't see any other immediate questions. I
Yeah,
guess
I
we can
just
wait
pulled it
around
up.
for a little bit to see.
Yeah, I just pulled it up on my other screen looking. Give the name of the channel again. It's Hot Prospector, Clay. YouTube.com/Hot Prospector. We were just able to create the custom URL yesterday because we hit our 100 subscribers. So Conrad set that up yesterday. So it should be easy to find. YouTube.com/Hot Prospector. There we go. Yeah, and then also you'll get emails too, Clay. Or you should be getting emails daily if you're on the list. But the YouTube channel, just subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll get notified when new videos are posted. I'll pull up another, since we're just kind of waiting here. So another way you can use it is, as you can see here, I have ClickFunnels to a Google Sheets. So I'll open this. Let me see if I can open up the Google Sheets so I can show you. So this is running, so we have a couple Zaps running. We're not even really running this campaign much, but so we have two Zaps. We have ClickFunnels into Hot Prospector for this campaign, and then we also have ClickFunnels into a spreadsheet. So new contact activity, everything's the same. We pull the contact information, the ClickFunnels, we select the account, you select the funnel here, you select the page here, you test the Zap, and then the next one is the Google Sheets. And it is sending the information over to instantly. As soon as they sign in, or as soon as they opt in, I should say, on the landing page, they're instantly sent to Google Sheets spreadsheet, and then the front staff at the doctor's office, or at the orthodontist's office, can see the leads. And let me pull it up real quick on my other screen. And this allows the ladies at the front desk to kind of fill out some information, let us know how the leads are doing, what stage they're at, if they called to book an appointment or consultation, if they have, did they become a patient, things like that, and we can kind of somewhat track the ROI on the campaign. Let me pull up the Google Sheet. The girls, this particular case, the girls at the front desk aren't doing that good of a job updating it, so it's not the best example. But I can show you the sheet and you can kind of get the idea. Okay. So you would create a spreadsheet back to Zapier here. You'd select Google Sheets here. You would create a spreadsheet row or update spreadsheet row if you have a specific spreadsheet. Continue. You would connect your Google account here, just like you do with the step number 1 with the ClickFunnels. You connect your Gmail account. And then here is the editing, or here is the where you drop down here the spreadsheet, whatever the spreadsheet name is, which worksheet it is. If you have multiple worksheets, typically I only have one, so it's typically always sheet number 1. And then you're going to map out the certain name, email, phone, attempts to contact. Obviously, that's not in ClickFunnels. Scheduled. These 4 notes here, we don't get that information from ClickFunnels. That's on the back end. So then click continue and then finish. So that's another way to use Zapier with Google Sheets and ClickFunnels. You're limited by your imagination with Zapier. There's so many things you can do with it. Any other questions, Jasmine? I minimized the screen there.
Let's see. Doug has a couple of questions. He says, "Are you giving them access? Are you not giving them access to their own account to see their own reports?"
Which to the Hot Prospector, Doug?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, typically, I think that for this specific one, I think I don't even know if they don't have access to this account, the dentist office. They don't really care. Some people, yes, they do have access to their Hot Prospector account. Do they look at it? I have no idea. I highly doubt it. And a lot of times I don't even want them to look at it. I don't want them breaking things or getting involved with it. I mean, if they want to take a look, they can, but I don't want them making
I
any
think
adjustments.
that, in a sense, that when people want to give access to their clients, they make them team members and just make things visible.
Hmm.
However, it does make sense most of the time for them just to kind of stay away from it and not be able to click or mess up anything that's going on.
Yeah. I find a lot of them don't really care how the sausage is made. They just
Right.
want the sausage. So, but yeah, Doug, you can do this with Facebook as well. So you could, instead of ClickFunnels, you could do Facebook lead ads into a Google Sheets or Google Spreadsheets or whatever, and send over the information. Basically, the exact same setup. And instead, you would this step right here, you would flip Facebook lead ads, and then just map the correct what the name, email, phone number, whatever you're pulling from Facebook, and then just map it to the spreadsheet. Yeah, but the email would be off, Doug, I think. Because you only have one email. I think. Is that correct, Jasmine? So I think what Doug's asking is, let's say you have 3 or 4 clients, you wouldn't need to set up 3 or 4 accounts, just 3 or 4 groups. Is that kind of where you're going with this, Doug? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But couldn't do that really, Jasmine, right? If you had 3 or 4 questions. His question was, it's cheaper for us not to have separate accounts for each client. Just using a separate group would work. But
That can get messy, honestly.
can it? Okay.
Yeah. If your clients are, honestly, I would think that it would be better to have different accounts for different clients. If you're able to track it better or organize it better to where you have them in different groups, then so be it. However, I think that it's better to have different accounts. That way, you're logging in and having separate entities for each client that you're working with.
Okay.
Garrick said, "I assume to integrate with Zapier, we must purchase our own Zapier account, or we can use your." No, you would have to purchase your own, Garrick.
Yeah, Garrick, Zapier's free. Well, they have a free plan, and you can do a lot with the free plan. Facebook lead ads, however, is a premium, so I think it's $19 or $20 a month. But a lot of Zapier, you can get started for free, and then I forgot how many Zaps you get for free, 100 or 300 a month. So you could get started with free, and then as you're using more Zaps, or if you needed to use Facebook lead ads or another premium, you'd have to pay the 20. But for ClickFunnels, Google Sheets, connecting to Hot Prospector, a lot of other Zaps, you could get started with the free one.
Looks like Doug said 3,000 zaps for 20
Oh,
bucks.
yeah. Like, and yeah, Doug said not bad. Yeah, it's well worth it. Once you set it up, it's amazing. The automation of it. Um, I like doing it and watching the spreadsheet update by itself. Like on one screen, I'll do a test lead, and then I'll have the spreadsheet on the other one, and then it automatically fills out. And I just think that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. I'm easily amused too. Yes, it is, Doug. Zapier is awesome. It's amazing.
Let's see. I think this was an easy one for them, Adam. I don't think we have too many questions.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, use it. Use Zapier and Hot Prospector. Like I said, with that wingless voicemail, that's where the power is for lead generation purposes. It just appears that your client or yourself are immediately calling them. Most people don't know what wingless voicemail is, or how it works. I mean, it really, really looks like the person reached out instantly, and that's powerful. A lot of times they'll call right back or text right back.
Definitely.
Yeah, there you go, Doug. You can exactly another. Yep, you can do your leads from GoToWebinar right into Hot Prospector. Yep.
Do we have any other questions, guys? Doesn't look like it, Adam. You had
Nope, doesn't look like
a
it.
record.
A short,
The
short
fastest
session.
webinar.
Yeah, fastest training.
All right. Well, I guess we'll wait maybe about 2 more minutes more. Extend it out to 8:30. See if anybody has any more immediate questions. If not, we can wrap it up.
All right, sounds good. Any ninja zap moves you want to share? Um, no, those the ones that I showed. I know, not so ninja. I love the Google Spreadsheets one. That's the one I really like. I just, like I said, I wish this specific example, they were updating the spreadsheet and color coding it, saying this is a bad lead or whatnot. I've done it with some mortgage clients, also I think one real estate as well, and that's been helpful. And they can kind of um, share where the person is. Again, just kind of like the spreadsheet. If they've contacted the person, if they're in the process of filling out an application, looking for homes, if they have a realtor, things like that, or a loan officer. So that's been really helpful. But that's probably my favorite one. But I know there's so many other ones. I know some people talk about. I think you can. I've heard people online. You can do like if someone makes a payment or someone buys something, like in ClickFunnels, you can do. Um, let's see, this one was the next one. Oh no, new activity. So if someone like a successful purchase goes through, you can like link it to and some type it's like music plays or something on your computer, so when a new sale comes through. So there's a lot to it. I would probably Google cool zaps because there's going to be so many more than I can come up with. Saying I've noticed Zapier has sent me a few messages saying there was issues with a particular Zap in my Facebook ads integration. But when I check things out, it's still showing the lead zapping over correctly to my. No, Doug, reach out. I know you reached out before about the GoToWebinar issue a few weeks back, but reach out to support. Maybe I can have a look at it. There are issues. So your Facebook lead ads is not. Check things out.
Yeah, Doug,
Someone,
if there is an issue that you're having, please just reach out to support and then we'll have a look into it.
yes.
Otherwise, let's see. Okay, no worries. We would be happy to look into it for you. So
Yep.
yeah, go ahead and submit a ticket for us, and then we'll check into it on our end and see exactly if there's anything that we can help with. All right, I think this one is a wrap, guys. I would say we can go ahead and end it here, Adam.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in, and we'll see you all tomorrow morning.
Thank you.